Welcome to another episode of Trenderr, where we talk about all the latest trending music and movies. Today we're talking about Snow White 2025 film live action. Heyo! I'm Chelsea.
I'm Artie.
I'm Lily.
I'm Dimitri. Hi.
Hi-ho!
Hi-ho.
They're talking about Snow White. Well, I'm not. I mean, yeah. Hi-ho! Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
It's not the work we do. Okay. Yeah, well, we're talking about that today on Trenderr. This episode of Trenderr is brought to you by the Harry Potter parody series called Scarred, specifically Scarred from the Chamber of Secrets, a hilarious parody of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, available to read right now for free on Wattpad.
So what do we know about this movie? That it's a remake of the movie that's 90 years old. Is that old? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know. From the 1930s. Miss History buff. They should have waited another 10 years so that a movie made exactly 100 years ago was released exactly 100 years later. That's actually a really good idea. Because it's never been done before. Okay. That was a good idea, though. So, do you guys want to see it?
The Snow White movie?
No. Sleeping Beauty.
There's my answer. No. I don't know. It just looks kind of weird, especially the dwarf animation.
You're criticizing the
animation.
CGI?
Yeah, it doesn't look real.
It never does.
And I don't know why they didn't. but it's supposed to look real.
Well, they just gotta do their best with the technology they have.
Okay. I don't get why they just didn't get real people.
Well, I don't know.
I think it's really cool that Gal Gadot, or however you say that name, Wonder Woman plays the evil queen. I think that was pretty cool. Well, yeah, she's like awesome. Yeah. And then there's Rachel Ziegler for Snow White. Isn't she the cutest thing I've ever seen? Sure. She is. Look at her little bob cut that they gave her in the movie. She's like, oh, I'm Snow White. What else was she in? Was she like a Disney Channel girl? I don't know. I stopped following Disney Channel like after Hannah Montana. Seriously. You know who they should cast as Snow White? A little late, but who? Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa? She's awesome! Do you think she can sing all those? What's the Snow White song? Is it Someday My Prince Will Come? Hi. No. Is it? Is that it? I don't know. Someday My Prince Will Come. Or is that Sleeping Beauty? I have no idea. I never watched that even when I was younger. What's the Sleeping Beauty song? It's rumored that Dua Lipa's gonna play Megra in the live action Hercules.
I saw that.
That would be great.
I feel like that's kind of weird.
I think that would be great, though. She looks like Megra.
I guess she can bring that attitude.
And she has the voice for it, too.
Does she?
No chance, no way, I won't say it, no. We're talking about Snow White first.
Yeah, talk about Snow White.
Anyway.
But I think it looks kind of a pretty cool movie. I think like the sets and all the like background scenery stuff looks pretty cool and fantasy-ish, which is pretty cool.
So I've literally never heard of any of the other cast members. Patrick Page, Hadley Fraser, and Sue Kabia. I don't even remember the plot to this movie.
Well,
all I remember is that she gets trapped in a glass coffin.
Yeah, but who knows if they took that out for this version?
I hope they did.
Why?
Because it's gross.
What, to be trapped in a glass coffin?
Yeah, she's not even dead.
I know, it's pretty unhygienic.
It's gross. It's like a dead body and people can go up there and like witness her and leave flowers, but she's still alive. How could she still be breathing too?
Yeah, if she's stuck in a glass case.
That's true. Glass case.
Glass
coffin. That is a gross visual.
Well, at least the seven dwarfs didn't bury her alive.
Ew!
That'd be even worse.
They do dig in mines.
Yeah, that's actually more realistic and probably what really happened if this was real, but it's not.
Think about it though, a lot of these Disney stories are super archaic and they make no sense at all.
They should just stick to the actual Brothers Grimm story from the 1800s.
No, because it's all about like death.
But
what's the real Snow White story?
Do you know how it ends? Do you know what happens to the evil queen?
She like cuts her hand off. Probably.
No.
Oh.
She wears dancing shoes or something, and she dances herself to death or something like that.
Oh, that's kid friendly. Well, not the death part.
I think that's kid friendly too.
Dancing shoes, yeehaw!
Hello, that's a perfect viral TikTok moment. Dancing shoes? Dancing to your death in dancing shoes.
Go ahead.
Do whatever you want. Do it, I'll do it. Seriously though, what else happens in this movie? Because I don't remember. All I know is that the evil queen is like a narcissist, and that she actually wants to kill this poor little girl because she's prettier than her.
Yeah.
How like immature is that?
I don't know.
That's like the personification, that's not the right word, of bullying.
And then there's a bunch of singing and stuff, which will take up half the movie. I don't know. I hope they did add a lot of other elements to like spice it up a little bit.
How do you spice up Snow White?
I don't know.
Just dash in some sweet sugar on it, spice it up.
Somebody drops one of their pickaxes on.
On what?
Maybe Snow White forgets to put one of those bobby pins in her little hair. Cut.
Well, actually, in the original Brothers Grimm story, Snow White not only is tempted by an apple, but also by like a comb, and she puts the old witch lady sells her a comb, and Snow White puts it in her hair, and she falls over like in that death sleep. But
Coma?
yeah, but the dwarfs come and take the comb out, and she's better.
Well, that's not easier than having to get a kiss,
Yeah.
which is massively unrealistic too. A comb?
Yeah, a comb.
I'm intrigued by this comb. Let me comb my hair. Exactly, Chelsea.
Funny Chelsea Bean.
Well, let's hope that the movie is pretty good and does well, and yeah.
Well, I think Disney makes enough money.
I think so.
Who really cares, though?
Yeah. Well, I think we should all go see it and support Disney and a classic fairy tale because that's all it is. And it's just meant to entertain us.
Who would not want to go see a reimagining of a classic fairy tale anyway? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, 90 years ago, guys, it's like our great-grandma's time. They need to
Seriously?
update it for like 2025 in some way, shape, or form to make it culturally relevant. Like, come on.
And they can do it again in another 90 years. In
They'll all be robots.
20... What's 2025 plus 90?
I don't do math.
2115.
Well.
Cool. Futuristic.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching and listening to this episode of Trenderr. Let's all be fair. And I meant to say let's all be the fairest of them all. And I don't even know where I'm going with that. So just subscribe and like us and comment if you're going to see Snow White. And if you like Snow White, thanks. Bye.